1943. 4 years into the war, and on this stretch of British coastline, life goes on, because it has to. This is a fishing village, its harbour built for peacetime, now doing a wartime job. Every boat that goes out is doing essential work. Britain's ships are needed elsewhere, for convoys, for landings, for war. So it falls to villages like this one to keep the nation fed from the sea. Most of this fleet should have younger hands aboard, but those hands are elsewhere, in North Africa, in the Atlantic, in the air over Germany. The boats that remain are crewed by the men too old for call-up, and by boys not yet old enough for it. Between them, they are keeping a fishing industry alive. On the quayside, the catch comes in and is unloaded exactly as it always has been, crate by crate, by hand. But nothing about this catch is ordinary anymore. Under rationing, fish is one of the few proteins not on the ration book. That makes every box on this quay more valuable than it looks. The nets still have to be mended, war or no war. It's slow, patient work, and increasingly it's being done by the women of the village. Net mending was once a man's trade here. By 1943, it's simply whoever is left to do it. And that means the skills of this harbour are being passed on in a way nobody planned for. The village shop is doing a very different job than it did in 1938. Shelves that were once full are now carefully rationed out. The shopkeeper knows every family's allowance by heart. In a small community, rationing isn't abstract policy. It's a face-to-face negotiation, week after week. This is what wartime Britain actually looked like for most people. Not battle, but adjustment. A woman doing a job her husband used to do. A household making do with what the ration book allows. Small, constant compromises, repeated in villages exactly like this one all along the coast. Children still play by the harbour wall. For them, this, the boats, the nets, the sound of the sea, is simply what a normal life is. Many of these children have never known peacetime. This is the only Britain they remember. The sea itself doesn't care about any of this. It rolls in against these rocks exactly as it did before the war, and exactly as it will after it. For the people below, watching the weather still matters more than watching the news. a storm can end a week's food supply faster than any wartime shortage. And so, the boats go out again. Every departure is still a small act of courage. The coastal waters of 1943 are not entirely safe, and everyone on this quay knows it, but the fleet goes out anyway, because the alternative is worse. On shore, the village gathers in the way it always has. A pub, a doorway, a bench outside the harbour wall. Talk here is a mixture of the local and the distant, the price of fish and the news from the front in the same breath. The older residents watch the harbour the way they always have, but now they're watching for boats that carry sons as well as fish. Every arrival back at the quay is a small, private relief before it's anything else. When the fleet returns, the catch is weighed and sold quickly. There's no time to waste and no surplus to spare. What doesn't sell today doesn't keep. In wartime Britain, waste is close to a moral failing. Family life folds around all of this. A mother and children on a doorstep, waiting for a father who is either out at sea or somewhere much further away. The two kinds of waiting have started to feel the same. As the day winds down, the village keeps moving. Deliveries, errands, last jobs finished before the light goes and the blackout begins in earnest. There is very little idle time in a village like this in 1943. This is Britain in 1943. Not the Britain of headlines and history books, but the Britain of harbours like this one, where the war was fought as much in nets mended by candlelight and ration shop shelves as it ever was on any battlefield. If you'd like to see more rescued footage like this, subscribe to Archive Britain